Labor's Daniel Andrews has vowed to scrap the East-West link if he wins November's election. He says the party won't contest a Supreme Court challenge being mounted by local councils, but his change of tack has been widely condemned. State political reporter Andrew Lund.
Standing beside the Western Ring Road, Denis Napthine marked the start of geotechnical drilling for the second stage of the East-West link.
Right behind me, we see gridlock, we see congestion, we see trucks being held up in traffic.
At the same time, the taxpayer-sponsored traffic chopper was making the case from above.
Hello again, Andrew, in the Move Victoria traffic chopper. Bad news coming in from the west on the Princes Freeway.
Back at Spring Street, opposition leader Daniel Andrews was putting on the brakes, shifting Labor's stance on the $18 billion project.
We will not build this project. Let's be very clear about that. This project is a dud. If we win the election, then we will not proceed with this project.
That promise hinges on a Supreme Court challenge by two local councils, set down for hearing in December.
We will not appeal any decision of the Supreme Court. We will not defend a botched process run by Denis Napthine and Matthew Guy.
The Labor leader sweated profusely during his 42-minute media conference, eventually conceding that if the Supreme Court ruled the contracts are legal,
we will honour all legally binding contracts.
Critics lined up to condemn the announcement.
His comments are the most reckless and appalling examples of grandstanding that I've ever seen in my time in politics.
Labor's legal advice is based on a contract that hasn't been written and a court case that hasn't concluded.
We're very disappointed that the opposition have chosen to step away from their long-held position that they would honour the contracts.
The government is adamant it will sign contracts to build the East-West link sometime next month, just weeks before the state election. It says any attempt to back out of that agreement could expose Victoria to issues of sovereign risk and costly compensation claims. Either way, both sides say voters now have a clear choice at November's poll. Andrew Lund, 9 News.